Hey YouTube, what's up? Name's Steve here. I just recorded this video and it was 22 minutes long, so I'm starting again. As you can see my whole screen because this isn't a RuneScape video. This is going to be a new series I want to do. And it's going to be called Storytime Steve, or Steve Storytime. It's probably going to be RuneScape named Steve Storytime or something like that. But let me know what you think of these videos, and I'm gonna go ahead with the story. There's a couple of things you need to know, like post information or whatever. The first thing is probably it involves the police, a fight, and me, pretty much. So yeah, that might have gripped your attention a little bit. Only listen to this video. There'll be nothing actually being shown in this video. It'll just be me talking, so I do not recommend in the slightest that you watch. So let's get on with it. There's two estates right next to each other, my estate and another estate. Now my estate is about a third of the size of the other one, of the one next to mine. Let's just call them estate A and estate B. I'm on estate A and they're on estate B. Now estate A, my estate, is the new estate. It's only about 14 years old, and that's fairly new for the estate. Now estate B is donkey's years old. It's probably like 50 odd years old now, but on estate B there's a lot of youths. Without being racist or anything, there is more Somalian and Asian race people over there. That is important for later on in the video. I don't discriminate to race or whatever, but there are. On my estate is mainly white kids and that, and mainly teenagers. On their estate it's mainly under 14s. On my estate it's mainly over 14s. So kind of gives you a thing. Now about, I don't know, 6, almost 7 right now, maybe a bit earlier than that, my friend knocked for me and said, "Do you want to come out?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, let's go out." And we called around to a couple of friends. Some of them were busy, and then we called one of our friends, two brothers who live a couple of doors down from me, and we asked, "Well, where are you?" And they said, "We're at the community centre." The community centre actually belongs to estate B, which is not my estate, it's the other one, but it's on our territory. There's a bridge that separates us, and it's on our side of the bridge. It was actually misnamed, but they can't be asked to rename it, so they just leave it as estate B, pretty much. So we went there, and we weren't actually allowed to be in there. Well, we were. We didn't break in. The gate was already open, but I don't think it was purposely open. I think it's just kind of forgotten. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But yeah, and we went in and we started playing football. And a friend of all of ours, called Michael, because no one's gonna know him, showed up from estate B, and we're like, "Hey, come play football." He's about, I don't know, 12 years old, 13 years old, but he's good for his age of football. And he showed up and started playing with us and that, and we're having a good time for about half an hour, and then all of a sudden we heard this ton of racket, and we were just like, "What on earth is that?" Sorry. And then all of a sudden, because right next to where we are, we're right behind the bridge. That's where the kind of like community centre finishes. It's like right beside the bridge. It's only accessible from our side of the estate though. And we saw all the like youngers from the other estate coming over. Now they're like 90% Asian, and then, or Somalian and all that, and 10% Asian. And we were sitting there laughing, and we were playing football, and there's about, I'd say 7 of us, about that. Sorry, 1 second. I was listening to some crap music. Anyway, yeah, so there's about 7, 8 of us at most. That's probably going a bit too far, and there's about 14 of them just arrived. and we're all really good football players. We've been playing for years, and you know they're tiny, and they were like, why don't we do estate A v estate B, and we were like, well, we're a bit outnumbered, and they said, well, why don't we do white versus non-whites? And of course, because everyone from estate A is white, and only a couple of people from their estate were white, it was pretty much like, I don't know, 9 players versus 15, 16 players. And we're like, yeah, cool, whatever, fine, because most of their Saxons were just sitting there on their mobile phones looking at the football score. And we started playing and messing about and that. And then as the went on, because we were there for about 4 hours, about 2 hours, they arrived about an hour in, then about an hour, another half an hour later, another about 9 of them showed up, and they went straight onto their team. And then a bit later on, about an hour, about 8:30 I'd say, there was kind of a fight that started. Well, my friend Ben, alright, he was up the other end of the pitch, trying to score, and this fat ass bastard, he wasn't Somalian, he was white. He was white. That's why I said they went all straight on their team, because like 4 of them were white, and he knocked him straight to the ground. And then he went, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?" And out of nowhere, this Somalian guy, he was about 14. Ben's my age, and the guy who knocked him was 14. And this Somalian guy who's like 12, who's fat as fuck, and everyone just really doesn't like him, went up to Ben and said, "What the fuck's the matter? Can't you take a little push?" And then pushes Ben himself, and he's got a problem. Like, he's got a problem with his kidney, and he pushes him straight, and he smashes his rib cage right off the side of a goalpost. And they're low goalposts and not high ones, because they're mainly made for like teenagers and that, so they're not high goalposts. And I went over and I was like, "What the fuck do you think you were doing?" And I pushed him to get him away from Ben, because he was trying to get up close to him. And I didn't push him hard, I'm just really heavy-handed, and he fell over. And out of nowhere, I just saw this guy punch me straight in the face. And honestly, it was the most pathetic punch I've ever felt in my life. But ignoring that, it was like, I don't know, it was the fat shit. From me pushing him and to me turning around to pick my friend up, he somehow managed to get up, run to me, and then punch me in the face without me even realising. And I've just looked at him, and then he's like backed up into a corner, because the football, it was a small pitch, it was probably a half-size pitch, and there was me and 2 of my friends beside me, and them, and they were all ready to beat the crap out of him for punching me, because you just don't punch someone, and everyone hates him. I was just like, leave it. I was like, I tell you, I'm gonna give you one fucking smack for that, and it's gonna hurt more than that ever could have hurt me. So I'm gonna give you a free punch. And he decided to spit in my face. And now that is just disgusting from so many different points of view. Just disrespectful for one, and so much else. So I decided to pick him up, literally lift him off the ground, and throw him. Now, some of you may be thinking of what you just said, he's a fat shit. He is a fat shit. He probably weighs about 8 stone. And I'm 6'7", and I'm not fucking tonk in the slightest. Don't compare me to Sparkmac, please. Do not think I'm trying to do a Sparkmac. But for a 6'7" guy, you don't expect me to be scrawny or pathetic or nothing like that. I just don't show muscle. I just, I'm not like bodybuilder like fit. I'm athlete fit. They're raw muscle. Every part of them is muscle, but it doesn't like show out in bulk. Yeah, that's me. And I picked him up and threw him, and he landed flat on his face and broke his nose. And well, actually, technically I threw him, he got up and he tripped over from, I don't know, maybe dizziness or something, and yeah, he broke his nose. Well, he I don't know, dislocated it or whatever. I don't know what you can do to your nose. I just say he broke it, and it started bleeding like fuck, and he was crying. And just as this happened, every like teenager from there, Estate B, decided to walk over the bridge. And I was just sitting there like, oh crap, this is gonna suck. And they all come in, and then one of them decided to carry him home, and then another one decided to start a fight with me. Well, not all the other 9 of them probably started this. Yeah, all 9 of them. No, 2 of them didn't. 2 of them were asking the guys what was going on, trying to sort everything out. And one of them went to swing for me, and I punched him in the stomach, winded him, and knocked him to the floor. And I'm not slow. 6'7" are not slow, and I'm gonna make an IRL video soon proving I'm 6'7". Some of my friends can already vouch for that. So if you've seen me on webcam, leave a comment below so people know it's true. And yeah, I winded him, knocked him to the ground, and someone else ran at me, and they pretty much like dropped to the floor purposely, and he tripped straight over me and landed flat on, I don't know, his head or something, and then got dazed and just laid there. And then the like, massive ass guy, probably like 19-ish, walked over from their estate. I've never seen them before, and I know everyone on both estates, so he must have been a relative or a friend or someone just visiting. And he walked in, and he was Asian, proper Asian. He couldn't speak English at all. He was like, and he started like talking. I was like, what are you saying? Like, it wasn't even being racist or offensive. It was just like, what are you saying? I don't understand. I was like, someone please translate for me. Can someone tell me what the fuck? And that's where it went wrong. I said, can someone tell me what the fuck he's saying? They said to him, he said he can't understand a word you're fucking saying. Now, in your head, that might not sound bad, but he just walked in on me with 2 of his friends knocked out on the ground. Someone he probably knows with like looks like a broken nose, crying, with 2 of his friends carrying him home, and I'm the one that's responsible for that. Pretty much to him was like, speak English, you fucking, but you fucking whatever race he was, bastard. Even that's not what I was saying at all. I just didn't understand him. And he's taking a swing at me and punched me straight in the face, and I'm not even gonna lie, it fucking killed. And I have really bad anger issues. Like when I get punched or when I feel threatened, I go nuts. And I went nuts at this guy. And this guy was swinging at me. He was just pure fat. He had no muscle. It was just the fat behind his punch that done it. And we started fighting. And he kicked me. I don't know how fucking he picked his leg up, but he kicked me and sent me straight over these little flimsy walls. Head straight into a bush of thorn. That was luckily only one of my arms got ripped to shreds, and I jumped out of that and ran at him, and he had his back to me, and they were all laughing at him. I said, you fucking fat cunt. Didn't say anything about his race or anything, because I'm not racist, just want to make sure I get that clear. And started pounding away at him, knocked him to the floor in one clean, and beating the shit out of him, punching his face in that. Then his friends tried getting all try and jump in the fight as well, but with the way it works on estate A is, if someone starts something, they've got to finish it. Even if they end up getting the shit kicked out of them, you don't get involved, unless they ask you to, and he hasn't said nothing. And then all of a sudden he screams something, they all ran at me, and 2 of them I managed to take out because I got lucky. I swung and hit 2 of them in the face, and they went down like fucking bricks. And I think it was just them not wanting to fight, so they just went down for the fuck of it. And then my friends got the other ones and pretty much held them back because my friends aren't much fighters. And I started pounding the shit out of this guy. And then the police arrived. They were just like patrolling around. They heard someone screaming because he was actually crying from how I was pounding him. And my blood all over my knuckles where I've been pounding the shit out of him. This is no lie, no word of a lie, not lie to you. And I got arrested, and I put in the back of a police car, and they asked me exactly what happened. I explained everything that went on, and then this is about 9 o'clock now, and they decided to take me down to the station, and I was sitting in there, and then the other guy come through, the guy who I just beat the crap out of, and obviously he wasn't seriously injured. He was just a fucking mess. He's like had a like cut eyelid and that. When I say he's bleeding like fuck, don't think like grimy horror film like his face was torn to shreds. He just had like a couple of cuts here and there. I wasn't trying to kill him. I was just trying to teach him, you know, you don't fucking kick me over a wall into a bush, and you don't threaten me or do anything like that to me. You just don't. Yeah, he started wailing. And then he saw me and ran at me, like in the middle of a police station, ran at me, and I just stuck my leg out and kicked. He ran straight into my foot and literally dropped to the floor, flat out cold. Like he wasn't moving, and I thought I killed him. I seriously did. I thought I killed him the way he dropped, and yeah, they were just like, he was gonna press charges. That's the only reason we were keeping you here, and I'm just like, well, he can't exactly press charges now since seeing what you just seen, and like, I know there's nothing we can really do now. I guess you're free to go, and they let me go, but they didn't give me an escort home. It isn't too bad because I only live around the corner, but I don't think I mentioned this. There's only one route out in and out of my estate, and that's through Havelock Estate, right in the heart of it. Oh fuck, I just said the name, whatever. Havelock Estate, yeah. And I had to walk straight through the estate B. I'm gonna go back to estate B, and a ton of people all around the estate, and I was thinking, oh crap, someone's gonna do something, or someone's gonna try and stab me again, or some bollocks like that. And I was like, oh no. And I was walking through, and then some guy come out. I was like, did you seriously just beat up? And he said some name I can't pronounce it, so I'm not gonna try because it would just be rude. I was like, yeah, I did. He was a complete arsehole and he deserved it. And then all of a sudden, all these people just started coming at me, and I was ready to like run for my life. And then everyone's like, oh, thank you so much. Apparently, I don't quote me on this, even though none of you will probably care. He was working for some guy who owned their estate, I don't know, and used to come around and collect money, so that they wouldn't come and like beat everyone up or something. And he was pretty much his number 2 guy, and they were well happy. And when I got told this, I was just like, the fuck, I've just beaten up someone's number 2 guy. If that's even true, they're cheering in that, and I'm now sitting there thinking, holy shit, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow in a body bag. And then yeah, I walked home. I come in, obviously the police would call my mum, and I explained to my mum normally flips out, but she's like, Stephen, you hate violence, you can't stand it, what happened? And I was just like, well, blah 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 blah. I told her exactly what I just told you guys. And then she went, okay, fine, I see. She said, you're grounded for a week. Well, you're not really grounded, you're allowed to go out, just not past 9 o'clock. And I said, fair enough. That's when everyone comes out, all the older kids and that. And she's like, and I want you, when you go out, you're not allowed to take any stuff out, because normally I take phone, iPod, all like quite expensive stuff out just in case anything did happen. Fair enough, whatever. And yeah, here we are. And now I can't sleep because I'm still like really energized from that fight. Because if anyone's fought before, once you've had a fight for like the next 6 to 10 hours, you're just like, oh my fucking god, and everything, you just want to hit everything. And yeah, I'm really at that mode right now. But yeah, anyway, this is story time number 1 with Steve, and hope you enjoyed the story, I guess. Sorry about the really quiet voice, but it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I don't really want to wake my mum up. So yeah, anyway, leave me a comment, leave me a thumbs up, and leave me a sub. If you don't want to see these videos, let me know, it's no problem. But yeah, I thought an interesting story, you know, while you're escaping or whatever. So yeah, apart from that, guys, enjoy RuneScape, enjoy whatever you're gonna do, and peace.